Hi everyone! A very important tool that I find in life is reflection, constant reflection. As I find that's how we learn, I find that's how we grow our mind, our intelligence, ever expanding knowledge, ever expanding consideration, thoughts, how we decide how we're going to change our perspective or not is the constant reflection that we do. Meaning that in any situation, and I mean any, from that, did you enjoy what you had for breakfast? Do you like how you talked to that person? Do you like how you talked to yourself? What happened in that scenario where you guys were fighting? Could you have dealt with that better? Could you have gone to work with a better mindset, etc., etc.? That constant reflection on yourself and the things that you could change about it to make it better. Now, when you do that, you don't have to be so hard on yourself about it that you have to do this, and this. You can just do one thing about it. Most of the time in my life, I decide just to do or learn or change or reflect on just one thing in my life. And with that one thing, I'm not hard about it. I just consciously remember to change it. And the great thing about it is it can happen to you right away or through practice. But for me, I find like if you just consciously do it a couple times, all of a sudden it's part of your life. Is that if you're like, oh, I wish I was nicer to that coffee person in the lunchroom, then just consciously putting that in your mind, you will be. And from there, it changes everything, especially when you see the smile on their face and it made a difference. And it's crazy the ripple effect that it has just from changing things like that, just from being, just from thinking about smiling, just from laying in bed and waking up. And if you're not feeling happy, being like, I'm going to have a good day today. Just because I don't feel good now, I'm going to have a good day today. And then allowing the day to be, and how it just happens like that. It's so amazing. And so, like I said, constant reflection. How could I be better? How could I have handled that better? Can I say something better? Do I need to listen better? When you're in a situation where you're sitting there and you're interrupting a lot, could you try to hold your tongue for a bit, listen further, and then speak? Or are you someone that needs to speak, otherwise you lose it out of your mind? And if you are, you can just say, sorry to interrupt, but if I don't say it, I won't remember. And not just that, sometimes if you do listen, you'll realize that you didn't need to interrupt because they said it anyways. And sometimes if you do lose that thought, it's not a big deal. Maybe it wasn't meant to be said there, and you'll remember to do it another time. Also, we need to realize that sometimes maybe it wasn't meant to be said there, is because maybe it makes someone really angry, and at that time it's better it was left unsaid, and then you can do it another time and perhaps they wouldn't be as upset, or they would be upset and you'd realize why you didn't say it at the time. There's just so many different ways of things becoming and coming out, and the reasons behind everything. And reflection is important because it just makes you a better person in a way where you can experience better and help others to experience better. So good luck with looking back on things. It's one of the best ways to better yourself. Use it as a tool for you.